All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Union City High School, the Eagles Nest, home of the New York Rumble. New York Rumble will be hosting the Philadelphia Spinners tonight in what should be a very exciting game. Both teams have taken the field now. The Philadelphia Spinners, I believe, are set to pull. Good crowd in attendance. Nice night here. And this is going to be quite a matchup. Philadelphia Spinners are coming in 0-1. New York Rumble are coming in 0-1. And they have a lot to fight for tonight. Nobody wants to go 0-2, so we should see a lot of good action coming from both sides. And correction, the New York Rumble set to pull, number 81, Sean Murray, set to kick things off for us. Kieran receives the pull, centers it to Dave Baer. It's Alex Peters, a Spinners rookie, going deep, puts it up. Davini going long, and he's just going to be out of his reach. Peters was looking for Patrick Davini, number 9, streaking deep off the quick pull play, but Davini unable to come up with it. Davini known as one of the faster players in the league, but that throw was just beyond his reach. And New York has a quick turn, smash. Anderson, Joe, number 21, can't come down with it. Nick Kiernet's going to pick up, get a chance to hold that possession. And he finds number 20, Dave Baer, in the end zone for the score. So Philadelphia is able to convert on their offensive possession, avoid getting broken on the first point of the game. New York, as we know, just out of contention for the playoffs last season. New York's offensive line set to kick off here. Or to receive the pull, rather. Chris Mazer on the O-line. They had some pregame festivities for him, the 2013 Eastern Conference MVP. Goes up to Vukovic, who centers it to Marsh. Marsh is a new pickup from the team, very athletic player. Heard nothing but good things about him. Kicks it over to Faust, who swings it to Mazer. And he finds Isaac Saul, a highly touted rookie for the Rumble. Jack Marsh again with a nice break throw. And swings it right back to the middle, finds David Vukovic in the end zone. Rumble score on a very clean possession there. It's a wonderful night here in Union City, New Jersey. About, I'd say 65 degrees, perfect ultimate weather. There's a good breeze up here, but that shouldn't be too big of a factor in this game. Again, centering it to Dave Randolph, over to Peters. And they set up the same play as last time with Davini going deep, but this time Matt Glazer, number 14, comes under, gets the disc. Nick Kierenet playing some small ball there. Finds Glazer again. Kierenet getting it up, puts it deep to Rainwater, Jake Rainwater. Can he get it? Oh, it's Ben Sheridan, number 32, with the grab. And threads the needle between two New York defenders, finds Jake Rainwater, number 27, for his first goal of the night. Raz has been a staple on the Spinners' defensive line ever since last year. He typically draws a tough matchup. And he puts a nice pull down up to Hennessy, centers to Mazer. Looking for Vukovic coming up on the sideline. Vukovic finds Gillies, sees Gillies, looks him off. And tight force on the mark from Marshall Ward on the Spinners. Michael Hennessy again with the disc on the sideline. Swings it to the middle for Isaac Saul. Saul being marked by Mike Baer of the Spinners, a good handler defender. Puts it around to Vukovic. Mike Baer with a nice bid there, leaves an open throw for Isaac Saul, and he goes deep to 22. Jack Marsh. Marsh able to come down with it. He sees Gillies in the end zone, and Gillies has the score. And Gillies is going to tie it up for the Rumble, 2-2. Philadelphia back out with their offensive line. Dave Baer, Jake Rainwater, Matt Glazer, Ben Sheridan, Nick Kierenet, the captain, Patrick Davini, and Alex Peters. Pull coming from Sean Murray again, number 81. Sean Murray is a former Philadelphia Spinner. He played for 2 years with the Spinners, and this year is a Rumble rookie. This is his first year with them. He was one of Philly's best players last year, and he's contributing pretty well to the Rumble so far. Blazer back around to Hiranet. Looks off Peters, coming around, finds Rainwater. Rainwater back on the spinners after taking last year off. Ben Sheridan putting it up to Hiranet in the end zone, and Hiranet's going to come down with it. Hiranet, Nick Hiranet, number 7. You usually see him throwing the goals, but he gets a nice little flip from Ben Sheridan. So both teams holding serve early on. Their offense is converting when they needed to convert. Philadelphia is going to try and get the break here. They got a nice defensive line in. Art Scholl with the pull. Seeing a new face on the field for the Spinners. It's number 77, Bo Lee. I believe this is his first game with the Philadelphia crew. Far throw from Mazur, but he's able to come up with it. Gets a nice little layout there. Centers it to Jack Marsh. Marsh over to Hennessy, Michael Hennessy. Justin Carter there trying to get the run-through block on Robbie Gillies, unable to come up with it. Marsh again, back to Mazur. And Isaac Saul with the goal from Chris Mazur. Saul with an emphatic spike there. You know. And again, their offensive line is going to receive the pull. Look to do what that offensive line is meant to do. It's a deep pull in the back of the end zone here. New York's going to be able to get some good pressure on the mark. Dave Brandolph getting his first point for the Spinners. Rainwater guarded by Murray. New York is definitely bringing the defensive pressure on this point. Philadelphia is having to work for every inch on the field. Dave Baer guarded by Jonathan Cox there. Cox, a fantastic defender for the Rumble. And Brandolph is going to put it out just a little too far for Sheridan. He's not going to be able to track that one down. So Lucas Murphy is going to pick up the disc for New York. Lucas Murphy, you may remember him from his Sports Center fame in 2013. Had a great grab, great clip get on Sports Center. He was streaking deep in this end zone, or the other end zone, this field. And Banerjee's going to put it up, and just a little out of the reach of Hunziker. Hunziker's still going to make the bid, but it's just a little too far for him. Hunziker, you also remember from his fantastic play last week when he D'd up. One of the best players to ever play the game, Jeff Graham on Boston, had a just mind-blowing layout. Graham thought he had the easy catch, and Hunziker blew by him for the layout bid. So a lot of athleticism on display for these two teams tonight. Oh, and Smash Anderson comes through, gets the block on Zumbrum. And that's going to give New York this opportunity to get their break here. Banerjee looks for Murphy, coming around. Murphy's able to track it down. Back to Banerjee. Sees center on the sideline. And a wide open Hunziker. And New York gets the break. Hunziker with the spike. So New York got their defensive line back out on the field. Looking to get a little bit of momentum going, get a second break on Philadelphia. Number 21, Mike Panna with the disc for Philadelphia. Nothing happening downfield for Philadelphia, but Matt Esser is able to get some open space. He puts it up to Art Scholl. Looks like a contact foul on New York there. So Philadelphia is going to get to move up 10 yards. Esser looking to get the little squeeze in there. Oh, and New York is going to get the D. Marquez Brownlee able to take the pass out of the end zone and just through the hands of New York. That's Matt Wilson, number 27. Ian McClellan with the disc, looking for the contact. And he's going to get it, but he's already on the goal line, so he can't move anywhere. And Brownlee with his second D. McClellan trying to flip a little quick over-the-shoulder pass to his receiver, but Brownlee was not having any of that. Matt Wilson again with the disc. Finds Matt Hennessy. Over to Sean Murray. Contact from Glazer. Matt Glazer looks like he is shaken up on that play. Trader's coming out to see if Glazer's all right. Glazer looks like tried to go over the back of Sean Murray. But Sean Murray's a big guy, so that's not going to be easy. And Glazer seems to have paid for it. Glazer is being taken off the field, replaced by Liang Chow. And New York is going to retain possession here. 30 yards outside their end zone. Murray's got the disc. Centers it over to Kevin Riley, finds Chris Mazer. Saw Matt Wilson, goes for the hammer across the field. Oh, and Matt Wilson is not able to grab it. Put his body on the line, got a full extension layout trying to get that score, but unable to come down with it. Mazer liked what he saw, but just a little too far with the throw. Pana's going to open it up early on this point. Looks for Liang Chow, guarded by Wilson. Matt Esser's in the mix. And New York is able to get the D. That was Austin Raymond with the D, skying the crowd there. Hennessy looked to see if he could have that huck, looked to see if he had someone going deep, but unable to come down with that one. And Wilson's going to put it up. Sees Sean Murray going deep, guarded by Esser. And Sean Murray also unable to come up with it. Just bounces off his hand. You know he'd like to have that one back. He was tracking that throw all the way, and it hit the outside of his hand. It's a difficult catch to make, but Sean's a tough guy, and he knows he should have come down with that one. Philadelphia's going to call a timeout there. Try to put their offensive line back on the field. New York has a lot of highly touted new rookies and a good core of returning players that they have come to rely on. Boston showed that was just not going to be the case. Put on a veritable clinic of ultimate for the Rumble and showed that even though New York picked up some new faces, Boston was still the victor for now. So Philadelphia checks it back in with their offensive line off the turn. Here net guarded by Smash Anderson, centers it to Bear. Finds Rainwater, defended by Matt Wilson, but Wilson just a little too far. Rainwater, a hard guy to get your body around. And Bear's going to put it deep. He's got Sheridan, he's got Zumbrum going deep. Looks like a call. Zumbrum's going to be there, get the continuation, but looks like there's a call on the field. Looks like Philadelphia is going to keep the disc. Sheridan's going to get 10 yards off that foul. Contact from Lucas Murphy there. And Philadelphia's got it 15 yards out of their end zone. And here that sees Davini makes a nice juke. Patrick Davini makes a nice juke in the end zone and gets that score. With about 1 minute left in the first quarter. They've played well so far. Both teams have played well, but New York is out ahead. They've got their one break advantage. So Philadelphia's got their D-line looking to change that. Art Scholl pulls. Art was a offensive cutter for the Spinners last year. Mike Bear goes sailing through, trying to get the D on Mazer. Over to Marsh. Marsh around to Isaac Saul. With a nice over-the-shoulder flick to Vukovic. Vukovic tries to draw the contact there from Esser, and he's going to get the call. 10-yard penalty on Matt Esser. Tries to get another contact. Isaac Saul breaking around, and he finds number 41, Ben Faust, in the end zone. Sun is going down. It's about 7:15, and there's a game going on. There's a close game. I think if you had to handicap this game, you would have thought it was going to be pretty close. So. Rainwater's going to look deep. Got the flick. He sees Alex Peters uncovered. Alex Peters going to milk a couple more yards out of that with a nice throw, or nice reception rather. Sees Sheridan going deep. Oh, and Sheridan can't come up with it. Just bounces out of his hands. That was a catchable disc. That was a catchable disc, and he knows it. Jake Rainwater with the huck there. You don't usually see him with the disc, but Alex Peters was about as wide open as an empty motel, so Rainwater was able to make that throw. Murray looking for the huck, trying to get a little contact from Zumbrum there, and he's going to put up the huck. Got a crowd of people in the end zone, and Banerjee's going to grab it, and it's going to count. Banerjee with the second effort score. So we're set to kick things off. Quinn Hunziker set to pull. Hunziker is a pleasure to watch with the disc. He has a fantastic pull and just a great athlete. So here we are, second quarter underway. Philadelphia down by 2. Hiranet over to Bear. Looking to isolate Rainwater in the lane. Bear is unable to find anybody, and Rainwater is just going down for it, but it's out of his reach. Philadelphia had nothing going on that offensive try. Riley swings it over to Banerjee. Banerjee is going to find Jack Marsh in the end zone. That really could not have been easier for the New York Rumble. Hunziker again with the pull. Philadelphia's got a different look on their O-line at this point. Giving their starters a break. They got Dave Brandolph, Mike Panna, Ian McClellan there about to catch the disc, and there he goes. And this might just be what the Philadelphia team needed. Brazzy going to put it deep to Scholl. Scholl's looking to get in the corner, and it's just going to be out of his reach. Art Scholl, quick guy, about 3 steps more, and he would have had it. Marquez Brownlee is going to pick up the disc for New York. I like what Coach Maroon did on that point. Your starting offensive line was not converting for you, so you're going to put in some other guys, see if they can provide a spark. They worked it down the field, but unable to get the point. So I'm not sure what we'll see again from Coach Maroon, but I do like the idea. Matt Hennessy centers to Sean Murray. Sean Murray with the disc back to Hennessy, guarded by McClellan. Matt Wilson, Mike Panna going for the big D, but he does not get it. Matt Wilson's going to just float up the backhand. Sean Murray is going to catch that one uncontested. And that game that was so close has now, New York has now doubled them up. Looking to do it one more time, make the score 9-4 if they get this break. Philadelphia back with their starting offensive line. You see they're still just getting stalled here. They get the first throw off to Hiranet. Hiranet looks to find someone in the middle of the field, and it just stalls on him. Able to work this one around, and that throw is just going to go out of bounds. Philadelphia's offensive line, again, unable to convert. Kevin Riley with the disc, a Rumble rookie. To Banerjee, another rookie. Banerjee's going to lay it out in front of Matt Hennessy, and Ben Sheridan is going to track that one down, catch it, get the turnover. Zumbrum looking for contact. He's not going to get the call. Over to Rainwater. Rainwater sees Matt Esser going deep, and Matt Esser may be able to milk that for a point. He's just outside the end zone, looking for Nick Hiranet. Hiranet covered. Esser's going to have to burn a timeout on that one. Coach Maroon is not going to be happy with that. That's not how you want to use your timeouts. You got your offensive line on the goal line. If anybody should be able to score, it's that line. And yet, as we've seen from the Spinners so far this game, they've struggled to get things moving when they have to work off a stalled disc. Hiernet's going to take over the disc from Matt Esser, who received the disc at that point. Hiernet's got the double team on, hammers over to Alex Peters. And that's going to be a goal for Matt Zumbrum from Alex Peters. These two teams are going to be playing again. New York is going to travel down to Philadelphia Colonial Stadium on Saturday, April 26th. We'll see a rematch here. That'll be the second of 3 matchups that they're going to have in this 2014 season. Mazur finds Vukovic, and this is the difference you see with the New York offense. Right off the pull, they have people moving, they have cuts open. They've always got somebody ready to go. Philadelphia has not been able to find that so far this game. Saul's going to air it up for Gillies. Gillies got 2 men around him, and he's going to fall down. He's going to get tripped up, looking for the call. And he is going to get the call. He's going to retain possession. They're saying there was contact from, I believe, number 31, Patrick Lindsay of the Philadelphia Spinners. So Gillies is going to get to take the disc on the end zone line at the 10-yard line there. Philadelphia playing good defense around the end zone, but Gillies is able to give it and go. Gets the pass from number 4, Michael Hennessy. Dave Brandolph is going to be in on this point. And Coach Maroon, it seems like he has to just try something different. His starters have not been getting the job done, just truth be told. So we'll see if they can get something moving off the pull here. This is where they tend to stall out. They'll get the first center throw. Here's the second. And then what's happening downfield, that's what they're looking for. Rainwater's able to find Peters. Again, it's a little jammed up, but Hiernet's able to get the upline throw. Finds Rainwater, cutting sideways for the disc. Puts it deep to Brandolph. Brandolph just did not have the wheels for that point. Rainwater, he knows he shouldn't have thrown that. He's shaking his hands and his head. So it's going to be up to Philadelphia's offensive line here to play some defense, prevent New York from getting their, I believe, 5th break of the game. Center to Riley. Riley over to Hennessy. Up to Murray. Anderson lays out for the disc, but just unable to hold on to it. He had it in the air and he hit the ground and popped loose. So that's a gift for Philadelphia's offensive line here. Hiernett sees Brandolph streaking up line, but decides not to hit him. Rainwater around flick. Dave Bear finds DeVinny, and DeVinny's going to see Sheridan. Sheridan going to pick up his first goal of the night to go along with 2 assists and 1 D. Their O can play D, and their defensive line can get the turnover, force the turnover, and then put that in for points. And they're going to get that chance now. Marsh guarded by Paparone. Breaks to Mazur. Mazur sees Faust. And Hennessy wide open. Around to Bosco. Bosco back to Hennessy. Philadelphia playing very loose defense here. I don't know if they're tired or if this is a strategy, but they're just giving New York everything. Up to Ease. Ease looks for Mazur, fakes him. Drops back to Hennessy. And Leon Chow puts his body on the line, gets the D on Ease. Leon Chow always good for a couple Ds a game. He goes deep, does not get the throw. Matt Esser with the disc in the middle of the field now. Philadelphia has a chance to get their break back. Up to Leon Chow. Philadelphia has to be very careful here because New York does not turn the disc over a lot. They need to play smart here. Chow on the sideline, and he's going to loop it around to Esser. Esser's going to break it in, get it in the end zone for the goal and the break. Philadelphia's going to put it back 9-7. Sun going down here at the Eagles Nest, and a good game on our hands. Rumble up by 2 with 3.5 left to play in the second quarter. Rumble showing that they are worthy of being considered one of the better teams in this Eastern Conference. But then again, everybody in this Eastern Conference has the potential to shock the other team. So Isaac Saul winds up for a backhand, holsters that one. Hennessy fakes, looks back to Saul, finds Marsh. Marsh seems to be everywhere for this Rumble team. Faust is going to put it up to Gillies. Gillies in the corner, and he toes the line, and he just gets it. Robbie Gillies doing a little ballet on that point. Philadelphia coming out on the side stack here, isolating Rainwater. Rainwater wide open. And he's got Davini going deep. He's going to put it up for him. Davini guarded by Hunziker. Oh, and right off Davini's fingertips. And it looks like he's going to get a foul call there. Hunziker applied all the pressure he could. And Davini looks like he might be shaken up on this play. He had that disc in his hands. But Hunziker shows why he's one of the up-and-coming stars in this league. And his mere presence gave Davini second thoughts. Looks like it also gave him a foul, and so the Spinners are going to retain it on the end zone line. Ian McClellan, one of the veteran players on the Spinners team, has it on the 10-yard line. That's the end zone line in the MLU game. Finds Sheridan, and Sheridan's able to hold on to it past the diving defender. Michael Hennessy centers it up to Saul. Saul is just a very solid player for the Rumble. Always seems to be in the right place. Ooh! Ooh, and both Philadelphia players go for the D, and they take each other out, but they do get the turnover. Matt Esser and Frederick Brazzi there. Brazzi with the disc, sees Shull in the end zone. Holds it. Back to Brazzi. Finds Leon Chow there. It looks like there's a call. Looks like an offensive foul on Philadelphia. They're going to get bumped back 10 yards. Up to Art Shull. Shull, about as sure-handed as they come, he's able to grab that one. Brazzi breaks to nobody. Nobody there, and Philadelphia gives the disc back. Vukovic sees Marsh going deep, holds it, but Ease is coming under. Wide open player there. Back to Faust. Over to Bosco, guarded by Pana. Ward on Saul. Saul with an incredibly quick release there. Didn't even look like he caught it before he threw it. Bosco's over to Ease. And Mike Hennessy there up on the sideline in the corner, right on the playing field, and he's just going to break it up to Isaac Saul. And Philadelphia unable to get the break. They had it about 10 yards outside their end zone, and New York just hammers it home. So New York keeps their lead to 3 points, 11-8, with 50 seconds left in the half. Philadelphia tries to isolate Rainwater again on the sideline. In the middle of the field, there he is. He's got the disc. Looking for a follow-up cut from Sheridan. Unable to get that. Hiernet over to Zumbrum. Up to Dave Bear. And it's cluttered. It's cluttered. Zumbrum's going to get wide open in the middle of the field. Sees Matheson, big receiver for Philadelphia, finds Davini. Davini looks to milk it, get that last yard in for the goal, but he's unable to get that. And then he's going to hammer it to Dave Bear, the crossfield hammer. He's got legs, and he's got a hammer, Patrick Davini. Ten seconds left in the half here, and Philadelphia needs to apply the pressure, get an easy break if they can, or get a quick break if they can. Lindsay fouls Mazur. 6 seconds remaining in the quarter, and New York is just going to probably play keep away, maybe get one last second shot if they can. They're going to put it up in the end zone. It's a hammer from Mazur, pack of players, and Philadelphia comes down with it. New York unable to score. Looked for a second like Gillies might get it or Faust was going to be there. But Matt Paparone of the Philadelphia Spinner is able to come down with it. So good first half here in Union City, New Jersey. New York Rumble up by a score of 11-9. They're up by 3 defensive breaks. So they're in a good position going into the second half for their home opener here in the MLU 2014 season. All right, welcome back to the second half here. The Philadelphia Spinners taking on the New York Rumble. New York Rumble in their home opener at Eagles Nest, Union City High School. A beautiful, beautiful view, probably one of the best views in all the MLU from the stadium of Manhattan skyline to my right here. Is the sun is going down over to my left. Beautiful sunset, red, and just a perfect night for Ultimate. Good temperature. Rumble looking good in their white on white. Spinners in their blue jerseys. Just break down the first half a little bit here. The New York Rumble were able to get 3 breaks on the Spinners to take a 2-point lead. Leading in the assist column for New York, Isaac Saul has 2 assists, and Jack Marsh also has 2. On the Philadelphia side, Patrick Davini has 2 assists, as does Ben Sheridan. Sheridan having a great game, also has 2 goals. So Philadelphia's got their defensive line out on the field now. Ben Faust finds Dave Vukovic open in the middle of the field. Over to Jack Marsh. Guarded by Matt Esser, and a beautiful low break to Ben Faust. Ben Faust thinks about going with a little push pass to Vukovic, fakes around and finds Vukovic in the end zone. Zumbrum already has 1 goal on the night. And Sean Murray, the former Philadelphia Spinner, with the pull. It's a nice pull, not too much wind here tonight. So the players' throws are able to do just exactly what they want them to do. We haven't seen a lot of errors because of the wind, but Philadelphia's just getting stalled out on their offensive possessions. They have nothing moving for them upfield. They'll get some quick, creative cuts open, but I can't tell what their offensive strategy is. It just seems like they get open when they do, just on athleticism, and that's not going to be enough in this league. And Smash Anderson trailing Zumbrum the whole way, and he's going to go for the bookends to get the score, and he does in the back of the end zone with a huge spike. Joe Smash Anderson pumps up the crowd. New York again with the pull, Sean Murray. Philadelphia has a different look on their offensive line here. Mike Pana's playing on an offensive point. Art Shull back to his offensive roots for the Spinners. McClellan. Over to Brazzi. Dave Brandolph rather with some creative cutting. Finds McClellan isolated on the sideline. Around to Pana, back to McClellan. And this O-line is having, or this line of players, ooh, tip from McClellan, but Shull is able to help out his teammate. Comes down with that. This line having much more success, it seems, than the starters for the Philadelphia Spinners. Over to McClellan, and McClellan finds Shull, and it's just out of the reach of Art Shull. McClellan could not have had an easier throw on that. Shull had about 10 yards to work with before he hit the sideline, and it was a easy pass with no defender on the throw or the catch. And McClellan just messed up. Matt Wilson guarded by Matt Esser here. The tip, but Kevin Riley's going to come down with it. Over to Michael Sender. Sender finds Matt Hennessy, who finds Kevin Riley rather. Contact from Mike Pana. Riley's going to put it up, and it looks like this one's just going to sail out of bounds. So Riley thinks that he got fouled by Pana. There was definitely some contact on that throw, but the refs are not going to give him that one. So Philadelphia's offensive line gets a chance to finish their possession. Dave Brandolph going to pick up. We'll see if they can get this one in the books. Philadelphia deep in their own end zone here. And tight pressure from New York. Shull finds Pana again. And Brazzi going deep. And he's going, he's going to get it! And he gets it! Frederick Brazzi coming down with the disc. Finds Art Shull. Art Shull wide open. Over to Brandolph, up to Pana. Brandolph's looking for the give and go. He's wide open too, and he's going to get the score. So Philadelphia able to convert that one finally. Justin Carter with a pull for Philadelphia. Bosco centers it up to Saul. Saul's just got a beautiful flick. You want to watch a guy and pick a guy to learn how to throw from. Saul is just a magician with the disc. It looks like he doesn't even try, and the disc just leaves his hand. Ease is going to throw it up to Vukovic. Vukovic got carded by Chow, but Chow jumps too early. Dave Vukovic running away with the disc. It looks like he doesn't want to be tackled by his own teammates. There's just too much love there. Philadelphia starting offensive line back out on the field. And again, they get their third look there to Rainwater. Throw out in front of Hiernet. He comes down with it, Sheridan. Sees Davini going deep, he's gonna look for him. Davini guarded by Hunziker. And both jumped a little early, but Hunziker was able to draw Davini out. And that's a good matchup. I like that matchup there. Just the pure athleticism of both players. Oh, and Alex Peters with a big hand block on Smash Anderson, showing that Smash isn't the only guy on this field who can get Ds. Hearing it over to Peters, a little over Peters' head, but he's going to come down with that. He sees Esser, and Esser is in for the goal. Peters throws a bullet out to Esser, and Esser is able to jump over the goal line just as he catches it. Art Shull out of Cornell University, set to pull. Bosco centers over to Isaac Saul, rather. Up to Vukovic, and there's just, it seems like Philadelphia is not playing defense. I don't know quite what their strategy is, but their marks are always 5 to 10 feet behind their guys, behind their Rumble counterparts. There are very few contested throws. It seems like the only time Philadelphia is getting a turnover is when New York makes an error. And that's why New York is up by 4 breaks. Philadelphia has not been able to break them very easily so far. Again, I'm just not sure what the Philadelphia defensive strategy is. The New York players are running, and they are running free. And here's Gillies. He's going to get the score. He's going to get his 4th goal of the night. And you got to wonder, when is this going to change for Philadelphia? I don't understand why their plan has not altered at all during this game, it seems. They'll center the first throw, I would imagine, and then if it's like the last couple points, they're going to have trouble breaking through to their cutters. Randolph's going to put it deep to Esser. Esser in double coverage there. And he tries to get the second bounce off his own shoulder, it looks like, but again, that's a throw to double coverage. That's not going to do it for Philadelphia. Kevin Riley with the crossfield backhand over to Jonathan Cox. Cox in the end zone for the goal with a beautiful throw. And yet another break for the Rumble. Hunziker with the pull. Hunziker and his teammate Matt Wilson, also on this defensive line out of Pennsbury High School. Both rookies in the league, both having a big impact for the Rumble on the defensive side of the disc. Peters is going to put it up. Matheson and Shull there. And Shull is going to sky for the disc. And the knee spike. 3:31 left in the third quarter here. Mazer back in. Over to Jack Marsh. Over to Ease. Faust coming in the middle of the field, but opens it up for Kuzmowicz. Back to Marsh. Faust survives the bid by Paperon. Kuzmowicz with the disc. Looking for Faust upfield, up around the corner, but he doesn't get him. Mike Hennessy back on the sideline. Marsh survives the bid from Panna and completes the pass to Ease. To Ease with ease. It did not look very hard to do that. Philadelphia down by 5. Just under 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Dave Bayer catches the disc, centers it to Hiernett. Finds Rainwater open in the middle of the field. He's got to look back to his handler, McClellan there. Looks like they're running a bit of a weave with their handlers. Davini gets it over on the sideline, guarded by Hunziker. Dave Bayer covered by Murphy. Ooh! Flips it up to McClellan. Draws the contact from Kevin Riley. Fixes his MLU friction gloves. And McClellan's going to air it out. A beautiful throw. Davini's going to go. Hunziker on his hip. Oh! And he comes down with it! Where did that disc go? And how did he get it? Hunziker put himself on Davini like a backpack, and Davini still comes out with the disc. So hopefully that last play from Davini can breathe a little life into this Philadelphia team. Amp up their defensive line a little bit. Again, it just doesn't seem like their marks are generating enough pressure. Vukovic is going to put it up to Ease. Ease guarded by Esser. And Esser is able to get the D. Matt Esser, probably one of the best raw athletes in this league, is able to make up a huge amount of ground. And Sky Ease, another fantastic athlete, but Esser just showed why he is also a player to watch for the Spinners. A second rookie. Ooh! And Mazer goes for the bid through Brazzi. Looks like they were both a little shaken, but they're okay. They're going to walk it up 10 free yards for Philadelphia. And Philadelphia with a chance to break here. Up to Shull. He's going to huck it deep to Lindsay. And Lindsay has a wide open catch, and he's got it. And he throws the disc away. So Philadelphia gets their break back. Carter again with the disc. Spinners looking to get at least one break back in this third quarter.
Here we go, right up the field. Come on, guys, move. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Mazur and Saul working it patiently, waiting for something to open up. Over to Mike Hennessy. Back to Saul.
Here we go.
Mazur loops around, and he's got the opening, and he just overthrows Hennessy. So this is what Philadelphia needed. With 30 seconds left in the third, Philadelphia's got a chance to bring the score within 2.
Defense. Defense. Defense.
Fafari seeing action tonight. Caparone with the disc. And it looks like Philadelphia, Coach Maroon wants to call a timeout. This is maybe not a call I agree with from Coach Maroon. His defensive line was moving the disc. His offensive line has struggled. And this just tells his defenders that you guys can get the D, you can get the turnover, but I don't trust you guys to score. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Peters set to wind up. He's looking to Huck. He's got a big flick up over to McClellan, and McClellan is in for the goal. Peters threads the needle, and he is pumped up. We will see. We will see if this is just a quick streak of luck or if this is really how Philadelphia is going to claw themselves back into this. New York, though, will not go easy. That's one thing we know for sure. Marsh wide open, uncovered. Oh, and Patrick Lindsay with the run-through block. And Rainwater is going to put it up to nobody. I can't believe that just happened. Hunziker out with the disc. Deep pull into the end zone for New York. Here now with the disc. To Bear. And nothing is happening downfield. This is what's been plaguing Philadelphia all game. Their cutters are just always a second too late, if they're ever there. Davini on the sideline, up to Rainwater. And he's going to look for Hieronet deep. Hieronet's got space. Oh, and he can't catch it. Nick Hieronet, as sure-handed as they come. An uncharacteristic drop on a wide-open possession. Luckily, Kevin Riley is going to turn it over for New York, and Philadelphia's going to get a chance at it again. But Davini on Hunziker on Davini again, and Hunziker is going to get this one. Hunziker again. You can't say enough about this kid. He's a quiet, unassuming young man, but he's just got athleticism that'll blow your mind. And I look forward to watching this kid play for years to come. Jonathan Cox with the disc up to smash. Banerjee fouled hard by Sheridan. And Sheridan doesn't give any objection. He knows he fouled him. Riley looking for something to happen downfield, over to Banerjee, up to Murphy. Again, Philadelphia's offensive line not able to provide much defensive pressure here. Hunziker over to Murray, and Murray just swats at it. I'm not sure what he thought he saw there, but that looked like a pretty easy goal. Ian McClellan is going to come in for him. Hunziker is going to be replaced by, it looks like, Matt Wilson.
Let's go, D!
Sheridan with the disc now. Back to Dave Bayer. Oh! And Matt Wilson gets a big layout, but Nick Hieronet is able to catch that one. Rainwater's looking to throw deep. Original throw intended for Davini, but Matt Wilson just deflects it to another spinner. Wouldn't you know his luck? Rainwater now with the disc. Breaks to Sheridan. Sheridan to Esser, just outside the goal line. And Dave Bear is there. And they're going to get that score to pull the score within one. 17-16, New York Rumble on top. Philadelphia's defensive line out now. If they can get this break. Oh my gosh! Chris Mazer, a dropped pull, the MVP. You never see that happen. He drops the pull, gives Philadelphia 5 yards to work with. And they're gonna pull even. The Philadelphia Spinners get the break on an amazingly uncharacteristic drop by Chris Mazer. This might be the way Philly chooses to operate. We will see. Defense looking here to get another break. Mazer's gonna let that one fall to the ground, probably smart. Get his feet back under him here. Centers it to Saul. Up to Vukovic. Over to Saul again. Mazer staying tight on the sideline. And a throwaway from Saul. New York, what is happening to you? And I got to say, that was not a Philadelphia D. That was a New York mistake. And Philadelphia is going to get a chance to take the lead on this possession. If they can just play it smart here. Chow with the disc on the sideline. Around to Mike Panna. Over to Mike Baer. Oh my gosh! An incredible grab from Mike Baer to save the possession. Brazzi around to Paparone. Paparone survives Gillies, coming for him. He goes up the line. Is he going to get it from Scholl? No, he's not. Oh, and Jack Marsh! Leon Chow does not run through, and Jack Marsh lets him know why he should have. So New York is going to get a chance again to take the lead. Philadelphia had that within their grasp. Mazer up the line here. Up to Vukovic. Jack Marsh, nobody on him. Got the double team from Mike Baer, draws contact. He's going to get 10 yards on that one. Mike Baer, not a bad play, trying to throw in a second pair of hands on the mark, but just able to get contact there. Gillies, a little push pass up to Saul. Vukovic picks that one off the dirt. And Mike Hennessy is going to convert that one for the score. So New York is able to stay on top. So Philadelphia has got some momentum on their side. They've brought this lead back within one of New York here. They had been down 5 breaks at one point, and now they're down 1. McClellan's going to air it out to Esser. Esser in the back corner of the end zone. He's going to get it. No, he's not going to get it. Hunziker is there. Quinn Hunziker. Can't say his name enough. That guy makes highlight reel play after highlight reel play. And New York is going to get a chance to get the break again. Smash Anderson looking upfield now. Mike Sender, covered by Hiernet. And just out of the reach of Banerjee. Adrian Banerjee puts himself on the ground for that throw. And Michael Sender is able to deflect McClellan's up the line flick. Sender not a big player, but he was just as big as he needed to be on that play. Able to prevent the disc from going to Dave Baer, and Philadelphia converting that score. So New York is going to take a timeout here. So New York off the timeout has brought in their offensive line. Isaac Saul looking to get that disc off the line, looking for Mazer. Mazer comes down with that one. So lean forward just to grab that. And Mike Panna throws his body through the air. Gets the turnover. Brazzi's looking for Mike Baer in the end zone. And he gets him! Philadelphia pulls even. 18-18. So Philadelphia now with some air under their wings. Looking to get another break here. This defensive line is pumped up. They have done their job this last quarter. Michael Hennessy with the disc. Over to Jack Marsh. Jack Marsh is looking to air it out. Able to pull Paparone around. Up to Faust, guarded by Shull. Jack Casey goes up for it, and Isaac Saul puts it out. And Mike Hennessy is able to grab it in the back of the end zone. And he's going to put on a show for us. Thank you, Mr. Hennessy. Sean Murray, the former spinner, facing his old team for the first time. Sends the disc over to the Philadelphia side of the field. Dave Brandoff picks up to Hiernet. Over to Rainwater. Up to Davini, and Davini just tips it off the tips of his fingers. And looks like he is cramping up. Looks like we got an injury timeout here. Bear pressuring Mazur. Mazur going deep. Riley over to Banerjee. Banerjee to Cox. Banerjee over to Mazur. The MVP with the disc in his hands. Back to Banerjee, guarded by Hiernet. Hiernet not applying a whole lot of pressure on him. Esser up to guarding Smash. Dave Bayer on Mazur again. Back to Riley, working it around. And in to Jonathan Cox. New York leading the Rumble 20-18, and there's a call. It looks like an offsides on New York. And it is a delay of game, so Philadelphia is going to get the disc at the half field, the midfield line there. New York, I suppose, did not signal that they were ready to pull in time, and Philadelphia is going to be able to take advantage of this short field position. Esser isolated in the lane. Around to Brazzi. Finds Shull coming across. Finds Bear coming across. Back to Brazzi. Philadelphia using their quick handler movement well. Pana right outside the goal line. Back around to Brazzi. Finds Dave Bear again on the corner. And McClellan is wide open. So he's able to draw the score within one. Down by one, they need this break. With just over 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Both teams have one timeout left on the board. Mazur is able to catch that pull after an uncharacteristic drop pull just a few points ago. Faust looks to go deep, finds Marsh wide open. Nobody's covering Marsh. Nobody within 20 feet of him. And a high throw over to Hennessy, but Hennessy's able to track it down on the far sideline, on the close sideline rather. Guarded by Esser. Finds Vukovic. Back to Faust. Up to Isaac Saul. Saul to Marsh. Marsh back to Saul. To Hennessy. Finds Saul again. Crossover to Marsh. And Marsh is in for the score. So with a minute and a half left in this game, we're going to have to see what Philadelphia can do. They were able to get close in the last DC game last week, pulled themselves back, and then just didn't, I don't know whether I would call it mental strength or toughness or just slippery hands, but they weren't able to hold on. They had DC within their sights and dropped them, and I would wonder if we're going to see that again from them tonight. Rainwater has Sheridan going deep. He does not throw it. That's a good move by Rainwater. Dave Baer finds Ian McClellan wide open in the middle of the field, guarded by Hunziker. Swings back to Dave Baer, over to Alex Peters. 1 minute left on the clock here, so Philadelphia is going to need to do something quick. And Rainwater puts it up to Sheridan, and Sheridan's going to get it. Sheridan is going to beat out Jonathan Cox in the foot race to bring this game within one. Now or never. This is it. Down by 1, 50 seconds left. And this is your best line. This is your defensive stars here. They need to get this turnover. And they might do it! And they get the turn! Just a simple overthrow by New York. About 5 feet over Jack Marsh's head. Over to Alex Peters. Back to Bear. Over to Sheridan on the far sideline. Sheridan up to Hiranet. Nobody there for Hiranet. Hiranet finds Rainwater in the middle of the field. Back to Sheridan. Over to Hiranet. 20 yards outside the end zone. 15 seconds left. Over to Peters. 10 seconds left. Up to Esser in the corner. And he's got it! Esser's got it! With three and a half seconds left on the clock, Matt Esser has got the disc, and Philadelphia ties it up at 21. We're going to see overtime here, and you got to like Philadelphia's chances. Carter with the high pull. Philadelphia has their tall defensive line out on the field. Razor's going to put it up. And it's going to make it. It's going to make it to the end zone. And Rainwater is just going to get a hand on it and tip it out of bounds. Boy, that was a lot closer than I think Philadelphia would have liked. But we are going to go to overtime here in Union City, New Jersey, with the Philadelphia Spinners and the New York Rumble tied at 21 after 40 minutes of regulation. All right, ladies and gentlemen, back at the Eagles' Nest, Union City, New Jersey, home of the New York Rumble. After 40 minutes of play, we are tied up, 21-21, and we're going to overtime. 5-minute overtime period. Whoever's leading at the end of that, they'll wear the crown at the end of the night. Both teams get one timeout. And if I was a betting man, which I guess tonight I am, because a lot of crazy things have happened, I gotta like Philly's chances here. They've got all the momentum on their side. And if you look at what New York has done in the last quarter and a half, they've struggled. Their solid players have dropped, they've thrown away. Isaac Saul has had a couple of bad throwaways. You know he's going to replay them when he falls asleep tonight, if he falls asleep tonight, depending on the outcome of this game. And you got to remember, in 2013, I believe it was something like 7 of the top 10 players in the league in the drops category played for the New York Rumble. So they have been known to make some mistakes. Sheridan's going to put it up to Randolph. Randolph's in for the score. And if you read body language out here, again, New York just looks defeated. They look like, you know, they came in confident. They had a hard week 1 matchup against Boston that shook them a little bit. And I think they were expecting to get not an easy win. There are no easy wins in this league, but expecting to get a good win out of Philadelphia today. But after blowing a 5-point lead, you got to wonder what they're thinking. And their body language is showing that it's not positive. Looks like a foul's called on the field. Foul on Philadelphia, so New York is going to get a free 10 yards. Pardon me, it was an offensive foul on New York, and that is a turnover this year. So Philadelphia is going to get a chance with a disc. Chow with the disc from a nice break by Mike Panna. Back to Brazzi, back to Panna. Over to Shull. Shull looking to unleash one. He puts it in the holster, up to Brazzi. Finds Carter. Carter finds Panna in the backfield, working it around, up to Chow. Looked a little uneasy on that catch, but he came down with that one. Ooh, Panna grabs it out of a fully outstretched Jack Marsh. And Art Shaw not able to get it. Ben Faust gets the D, just sticks his hand in on a ill-advised hammer from Mike Panna. And there goes Gillies, but he's not going to hit him. Jack Marsh again, open in the middle of the field. Starts to air it out. Finds Faust underneath. Faust is going to air it out to Gillies. Paparone closing in. And Gillies is going to hold on with the second effort. And this is the sort of play that we needed to see from Philadelphia. Coming out of last week, their last second loss, they had the disc in their possession with less than a minute. Oh, and it's over their head, over Rainwater's head. And Murray's going to get the D. Up to Hunziker, guarded by Esser. And Brandoff's going to get the D. Dave Brandoff with the layout D on Michael Sender. Alex Peters over to Esser. Finds Dave Bear. Hiernett with plenty of time in the middle of the field. And New York looks gassed. There's no other way to say it. They look tired. Philly's going to dig here, see if they have the legs. Hiernett's going to run up line. Esser had him, but he didn't see the throw. And there's Hiernett in the end zone. Not in. Just a foot out. And what was that throw? What was that throw from Hiernett? I've never seen a more casual throw from that man. I do not understand what he saw there. I guess he saw Brandoff cutting one way. Jack Marsh is going to air it out deep to Shull, to Faust rather, guarded by Shull. And Faust just misreads it. I think he had enough space to get to it, but just misread it. And the clock is running. Less than a minute and a half left. And Mike Bear throws it right to Faust. And Faust finds Mazer for the score, and Mazer's going to show him the disc. And you see a little bit more swagger, a little bit more life back in New York here. And Philadelphia, I have to say the opposite. Those last two possessions, you got to wonder about their mental fortitude here. Hiernett's going to go down for that one. Finds Esser coming through. Esser guarded by Hunziker up to Sheridan. Back to Esser. Centers it to Rainwater. Randolph sees Esser in the back corner, and it's just too far. Randolph put too much lip on that throw and drove it into the ground. And New York is going to get a chance here to score, or at the very least, run out the clock with 30 seconds left. If ever there was a time for magic, this is it. Philadelphia needs to get the turn here. Matt Wilson with the disc. Back to Hennessy. Hennessy looking for the call. Being marked by Esser. Doesn't get it. And a drop! Oh my gosh! And Philadelphia ties it up! The Spinners tie it up! Dave Brandoff finds Matt Esser with 2 seconds left in the game. And Philadelphia ties it up. Philadelphia feeling confident. New York, they're dancing on the line, but I have to think that in the back of their mind, they know how many drops they've had, how many errant throws. Saul with a couple of throwaways, Mazer with a dropped pull. I mean, any of that. One of those mistakes in this next point, and that's it. Carter with the pull. It's a big pull. Mike Hennessy shaking his hands off, drying them off, catches the pull there. Brazzy on Mazur. Chow on Hennessy. Marsh back up into his own end zone here. Carter on Saul. Marsh with the disc. Vukovic lays out and gets it on the end, on the sideline. Back to Faust. Faust centers it to Marsh. Marsh sees Mazur going deep. And he overthrows him! He overthrows Gillies on the sideline. Philadelphia can win it. Looks like Philadelphia is going to take a timeout here. But Philadelphia has the disc. Golden goal here. Whoever scores next wins. Around to Scholl. Up to Hieranet. Finds Esser open under. Chow on the sideline. Up to Hieranet. Hieranet's got it. Breaks to Scholl. Scholl looks for Paparone, doesn't see him. Back to Hieranet.
That's it.
I gotta tell you, ladies and gentlemen, my heart is racing right now. This game is incredible. Philadelphia's gonna take a timeout, bring in their offensive players 25 yards from their first win of the season, and sending New York home very, very unhappy. Philadelphia brings their starting offensive line out onto the field. Next point wins. They've got 3 men in the end zone. Sheridan isolated underneath. Hieranet swings it over to Brandolph. Brandolph over to Sheridan. Sheridan upfield to Brandolph. Brandolph finds Rainwater, and he just out of his reach. A misguided throw from Brandolph. He did not need to force that throw. He did not need to force that throw. Hieranet guarding Mazur now. And it's a lofty throw across the field to Banerjee. Banerjee finds Vukovic underneath. Both teams hesitant to air it out deep here. You only get one shot at this. Marsh with the disc. Up to Mazur. Mazur's going to take the contact. He's going to get 10 yards on the throw. Now he is 35 yards out from the win. Back to Mazur, guarded by Hieranet. If you have any fuel left in your tank, this is when you spend it. Banerjee waiting with the disc. Over to Mazur. Mazur around to Marsh, guarded by Dave Bayer. Up to Banerjee, guarded over to Mazur, guarded by Hieranet. Up to Hunziker. Hunziker is going to take the foul from Scholl. And Hunziker is on the goal line. Hunziker is on the goal line. And he can put it in for the win here. And I am not sure what happened, but the refs are calling that a goal. They're going to talk it over. Looks like Philadelphia was not expecting that disc to be in. It looks like they heard a whistle and stopped playing. And I heard it too. And it's a goal! New York wins 24-23.